Now, if you were tuned in earlier when I was doing the performance, you'll see the issue I had with not keeping the slide on my hand. So I put the slide down so that I could pick it up and then put it back down when I didn't need it. That screwed everything up. Just keep it where you're going to need it. Now I usually play with the slide on my ring finger, but I'm going to play with it on my little finger just so it's not in the way. So you start the solo with the same little open chord. So 5th and 4th strings, 2nd and 3rd strings, 1st, 2nd, 3rd strings, and then so you want to anchor on the back of the neck and angle your slide so it's not touching any of the others, because you've got those open strings ringing still. So while they're ringing, you go 3rd fret, and you don't slide between these, okay? Now the 3rd, 5th there, that's the 5th fret. Remember, when you want to play a fret, you play it this side of the fret. So to play the 1st fret, I'd put the slide there. You want it right over the fret wire. So for that 3rd time on the 5th fret, then you slide up. So you take it off, go back down a bit, and slide back up to the 5th. And straight after that slide on the 5th, you go up to the 8th, but you don't slide. You get a little vibrato when you're up there, so. And you can hear that, those other notes reverberating still while I'm playing that. That's the sound you want to go for. Sunhouse played using a resonator, and I think you can see when you look at the tabs that he really does like those open strings to resonate. So here we go. And then back down to that, 3rd, slide up to the 5th. You do that twice. And then end on a vibrato. And then slide up to the 5th and back down again to the 3rd, and then off, open, all on the 1st string still. And then play a very similar movement on the 3rd string, where you go 2nd to 3rd and back, and then you play open 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So. So that last bit is that bass stab again on the 5th and the 4th. And then you do that 2nd to 3rd and back on the 4th string. So 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, then open. And then you slide up to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, with a bit of vibrato. And now we do a little variation on the riff that we've been playing this whole time. Open 2nd and 3rd strings, open 5th string. Hammer on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. And then back to the open 2nd and 3rd. So what we have is fifth and 4th comes after that, and then you play open 1st, 2nd and 3rd again. You play that twice, and then you play open 1st and 2nd only. Play that once, and now without the slide, so use your fingers for this. 5th fret of the 1st string, open 2nd string, and then you you just play on the 1st string, carry on the 5th fret, and then you bring in the slide to slide up to the 8th fret and vibrato. And then 5th fret slide, play twice, second time vibrato. So leave a long old gap there, and then you do that riff, third to fifth and back down, and then open. And then second to third to second and open. Except when you play the open now, you're not playing single open strings. You're playing the first and second, and then the third and fourth, and then the fifth and fourth. So and then it doesn't end there. There's another very similar bit that goes second to third on the fourth string, then back to second, then open. Fifth fret, slide up to that third again and vibrato. And then we play that reimagining of this riff. So that's second and third strings open with fifth string open. Hammer on to the third fret of the sixth, and then you play second and third open, and then back to fifth and fourth, bass stab, followed by open first, second, third, play that twice, and then slide on the second string to the sixth fret. Now I've put the slide after the number, so I'm going to assume that means rather than slide up to it from the fifth, it means slide away from it on the sixth. Yeah. So open first, second, third, and then open first string. And now you play open from the fifth to the first strings. So that's the open G sharp, A flat. And now back to leaving all those reverberating, back to the first string, and you slide from the third fret to the fifth. Play that as a triplet. Then don't slide down to it, take your slide off and go back down to the third fret, slide down to the second, then open. And now using your finger, not the slide, third fret bend on the third string, and then open first and second strings, then back to that third. So this time you hammer on without the bend. So and then it's open second and third, hammer on third fret the fourth string, then open second and third, then open fourth and fifth. So now we come back to that same riff again, second to third, back to second on the fourth string, then open, fourth string, slide up to the third fret, vibrato on the fifth, and that reimagined riff with the open strings. So open second, third and fifth, hammer on the sixth at the third fret, open second and third strings, open fifth and fourth, and then open first, second and third, you play them twice. And that's the very end. That's the very end of the solo. All that's left from that is the outro. So I'll do the solo again for you slowly. See what I did there? And then we will cover the outro. So that last little bit there, that's the outro. And it's a very nifty, nimble-fingered little bit. Sounds great. And I'm sure on the original recording, just as he does the, you can hear a cock crowing in the background as a sort of testament to just how country it is. Listen to it back. I'll leave a link to the original recording like I usually do. Listen to it back, and when you hear that ending, listen out for that cock, because I swear I can hear it. So this is how you play it. First string, 5th fret, open 2nd string. 3rd fret of the 1st string, open 2nd string. 2nd fret of the 1st string, open 2nd string. Open 1st string. Then bend 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Then open 1st and 2nd. And then that bass stab again, one last time on the 5th and 4th strings, open. And then 4th and 3rd, open. And then 4th string 2nd and 3rd, vibrato. Cock-a-doodle-doo.